Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm back today with my October TBR. So for October, I don't normally do monthly TBRs anymore because I like to just read what I'm going to read. But I wanted to read some of the scary books or some of the more thrillery type books on my shelves. Yeah, I have certain books in mind that I'd like to read in the month of October. So we're going to talk about them now. Yeah, let's get on with it. So the first book isn't really a thriller, but I feel like it talks about a lot when it comes to atmosphere, and that is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I couldn't remember which Bronte's sister it was. Anyways, I have yet to read this book. I've never read this book, and I just heard it's kind of one of those books you're on the moor and it's kind of atmospheric, and I figured it would be good for October. The next book is a nonfiction book, and that is In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. I have previously read Breakfast at Tiffany's and a couple other short stories, but I have yet to read this. And yeah, this is about a killing in Holcomb, Kansas, where a family was killed, and so Capote went there and did all this research and looked into the crime and why this would happen. And when I was reading Dark Places, I was reminded of this book because that's about kind of a murder in a small town. And yeah, so ever since reading that book, I've really wanted to read this book, and hopefully in October I will finally pick it up. So the next book is a chunker, and I'm hoping that it's one of those books that is like chunky, but you kind of just like get drawn in and then you fly through it. Which, yeah, could go well, could not go well, I don't know. Also, I don't particularly like clowns, and this might not help, but it's It by Stephen King. I'm not gonna lie, I mainly picked this up because I love the movie Stuck in Love, and this book was mentioned in that movie, and then I was like, well, now I gotta read it. And this cover is terrifying, but yeah, this book it's over 1,000 pages long, so 1,152 it looks like. Yeah, who knows? I probably won't finish this in October, but I want to start it in October, and I'm hoping to like it, and not want to crawl in a corner and cry. I really liked last year around this time. I think it was around this time. Anyways, I read the one about the hotel. I am so blanking on names today. Oh my god, I really can't think of it. What about the hotel? It's one about the hotel. Anyways, I can't think of it. I'm totally blanking right now. It's ridiculous. And I don't feel like going to get my phone to look it up, so whatever. It'll come to me probably after I finish filming. But I read that last year, and I liked it. It was good. The Shining. The Shining. I remembered it. Anyways, so last year, around this time, I read The Shining, and I really liked it. I liked Stephen King's writing style. I liked the story and kind of the psychological elements and everything. Growing up, my mom really, both my parents are really not thriller, scary people. They don't like scary stuff, and so growing up, I never, watched any scary movies, and I never read any, scary books or was into that kind of thing. I was kind of a wimp. I grew up really wimpy when it came to, scary stuff. I was not like a horror person. And then as I got older, I kind of watched a couple movies and started reading a couple books here and there, and I'm still not like super into it, but I'm not as scared of things as I was. I'm more intrigued, especially when they have psychological elements to them. So yeah, hopefully this is up my alley. Like I said, the clown thing, I don't know why I'm putting myself through this, because I don't enjoy clowns if they're in a scary element. But there's that. The next book I'm hoping to get to is In the Woods by Tana French, and I've heard good things about this. I don't know anything about it other than I think it's about these, kids that are in Dublin and they go into the woods and then something happens and they like are either not or like lost, or one of them comes back and the other ones don't, or something. So yeah, anyways, this is like a series and I've been looking for the first one for a while and I finally found it. And now I just want to read it and get into these and hope that they're good. And last but not least is Wicked. I've been meaning to read this book for forever as well. For longer, actually, because that book hasn't been out as long. But this book has been out for a long time. And my friend read this in high school. This is actually her book. She loaned it to me a couple years ago. Haven't returned it. I mentioned it a couple times. She's okay with me still having it. But I do feel bad that I haven't read it yet. And it's just been sitting on my shelf. So I will read this. This is by Gregory Maguire. And there's this is the book that the musical Wicked was based off of. So it's about the Wizard of Oz, but from the Wicked Witch's perspective. And has a little twist on things. That's all the books that I'm hoping to read in October. I'm sure there's books. Oh, no, that's not all the books. There's one more. Actually, two more. Oh, gosh, this list just got longer. Anyways, my friend for my birthday bought me the illustrated edition of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And so I believe it comes out on October 4th. And I'll probably read that in October because it'll be pretty. And it'll be sitting there and I'll want to read it right away. So I'll probably read that. Anyways, the second book that I forgot to mention was Catch-22, because we're reading that book for Books and Brewski's book club, and I will be reading that this month, next month, sorry, in October, whenever this gets uploaded. Yeah, so that's 7 books on the TBR. Like I said, probably won't get to them all, especially with it being over 1,000 pages, but it's a good list, and it gives me plenty of choices, and I don't actually have to feel bad if I read something else over something else. It just, like I said, it gives me choices, which I like having choices. As always, my links will be below of other places you can find me. Please leave a comment if you want to, if you like any of these books, if you hate any of these books. Tell me if you've read them, tell me if you want to read them, and I will comment and have a conversation. Anyways, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.